page as we go into Wellness Wednesday. It's Rootsology, hashtag job, wealth, and health creation. And of course, today we have Dr. Cheryl Chung on phone. Not able to do the, we love when she comes in on Zoom because she is just so hot. So we love when she comes in on Zoom. But today is a little different. Good morning.
Good morning. I am feeling my peaches sitting in my sunset chair.
All right. I'm bringing you up a little closer. Hold on. You're in your garden?
No, I am on the front porch in my sunset chair,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in my peaches.
Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a problem when we do this on the phone. Calls come in. Hold on. I'm getting it. Hello, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Hold on. I'm just trying to line you up in the okay. Hello?
Yes, right here.
Oh, hold on. I apologize, my listeners and viewers, but she's calling on the phone, and I'm just making sure that I have her coming through the board. I hear the birds. Are those the birds in the background there? I hear them.
All day I have birds, and I have those that wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
4 o'clock one, the 5 o'clock one.
What are you saying to me?
Yes, I
Oh.
don't need a clock. I just don't need birds.
Dr. Sharon says she don't need a clock. All right. Oh, boy. Let me do this. Let me get this right. Come on. Let's get this right now. Just give me a second. As I said, we're tapping into the board. Hello?
Yes,
All right, here we go. Jeez, I have to be a producer, a technician, a host. That's it for Roots FM. Good morning once again. Good morning once again. It's all about the Say Soil. Once again, and you have a very interesting topic. You're now one of our resource persons here on Rootsology. And so we can always call on you, in particular about Safe Soil this week, because ITIL Fest will be coming up this weekend, and you are presenting on the herbology stage. But I rather like your theme. How Safe Soil contributes. Please express your theme for us again.
it is healing spirit, soul, and body from soil.
From the soil, yes. So and why it is
Save
important to
soil
save the soil. Yeah.
Heal spirit, soul, and body.
Right.
I want to make a statement here. My physical, mental, and spiritual health is totally, listen to me, totally dependent on the soil.
Wow,
And I'm
that's a
going to
profound
break that
statement.
down.
Very profound
Very,
statement.
Yes.
And a lot of people are thinking, what is Dr. Chung saying? What does she mean? She'll tell you.
Yes. All right. Well, first of all, let us start at the beginning. Whether you believe it or not, we were made from soil, not dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Kathy is going to expound on that.
Right.
The
On
difference between
Saturday.
dirt and
On
soil.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just say dirt is just dust of certain, the dust of a particular thing, because nothing is ever destroyed or died. It goes back to dust, whether it's fabric or stone or bodies or flesh or iron, anything that is here, it cannot be destroyed, the molecules. It just goes back into a dust form and forms what we call the microbiome of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how we have a microbiome in our belly,
Yeah.
the earth, the soil is the microbiome of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Every known component is in it on earth. And I will tell you which one go to which one, right? Body, soul, and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So my spiritual, mental, and physical health is totally dependent on it. And I'm going to start with the body. My body is about 17 trillion, give or take a billion or two, cells, every individual,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
And the cells only stay healthy when they have four things. One, a, an environment of water that I can swim around in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why dehydration is so bad.
Right.
Okay? Two, exercise.
Mm.
The exercise that you do to exercise your cells is what we call rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
That is jumping on a trampoline or doing inverted postures so that your lymphatic system drains the poisons out of your body, out of the eliminatory organs.
Mm-hmm.
So first is environment, water. Second, exercise to move the poisons out. Three, food. And four, rest. Now, cells only eat food that has the enzymes in it. That means, I don't like the word raw.
Right, live.
Sun-fired or live.
Right.
And that live food can be in any form once the enzymes have not been removed. So they can be fresh, they can be juiced, they can be dried and rehydrated, they can be fermented, they can be smoked. Anything that does not take the temperature over 120 degrees.
Okay.
The cell life will die.
Mm-hmm.
So when you cook your food, you move it from being a food that heals to a neutral food.
Mm-hmm.
It means that that food will not heal you, but it will not harm you.
Right.
And will provide you good fiber. Okay? So I'm not saying of cook food because it's a good thing. It gives you fiber, it gives you this, and you get an opportunity to experiment with a lot of taste.
Right.
So that is how your body is fed. Okay? Now, how is your soul fed? Because the body is all about cellular health.
Mm-hmm.
That is where you have to repair everything. The components that you need to cleanse, the healing process is about cleansing and feeding. Everything. So the components to heal and cleanse are all in the soil. And I'll tell you what they are when we come up.
Please.
Mm-hmm. Secondly, the soul. Now we're talking here about the mental, the psychosocial, and all those sort of things. And we have all heard about somebody who gets any kind of mental. They say they have a chemical imbalance.
Right.
Right. Now, where do the components to make up all the chemistry is in the soil, right? Because that is what makes up our hormones and all those neurotransmitters, all things to do with the brain. It's all made up from liquid chemicals and gaseous chemicals that come from the soil.
Right.
So that is responsible for our behavior. It's like how people who have diabetes, very short-tempered,
Mm-hmm. Short.
because of the chemical imbalance.
Ah.
Right? So see how it affects your relationships
Yes.
with yourself and your relationships with others. It is the thing that balances your mood, makes you happy. It's the thing that makes the happy hormone.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the serotonin and the dopamine and the everything else. You understand? It comes from the soil, and I'm going to give you a list later on. So let me go on to the spiritual. So we talked about the cellular health. Then we talk about the chemical health and chemical balance. Then we talk about the spirit. What is the spirit? It is the electrical system of your body, your energy, your vibration. All of those make up the spirit. Where the components come from. Every atom that makes up your energy and your electrical system come from the soil. So let me give you a list of the things that are in the soil, and it is not exhausted by any means, right? What makes up soil? Vitamins and all trace vitamins, minerals and all trace minerals, all the building blocks for protein, all the chlorophyll, which is the same molecular structure as blood.
Oh, wow.
That is why green is so important.
Yes.
Right? So all the chlorophyll, all the enzyme, because that is the life force of the food that is alive as against death.
Right, right.
And it all comes from water and from the atmospheric gases, the fresh air, and that is all the gases, not just oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Right, that's what most people know about.
Yes, right. The sunlight, the energy, and the energy frequencies. So you see, I've just covered these three systems, the body, soul, and system.
Right.
The chemical balance, the cellular balance for our microbiome, and the energy electrical system for our spirit.
Right.
Because that is who we are. So all of these are fed by the things that come out of the soil or by the soil itself. So if you don't save the soil and make sure you put back everything into the soil, never send your organic waste to the dump. Never. I mean, just dump it anywhere on the earth's surface. Anywhere. And it breaks down, goes back, and enriches the soil. So, yes, everything. Never, ever put, I haven't done this for maybe 40 years.
Wow.
Put out, we used to put out the garbage.
Yes.
Everything mixed up together.
Yeah, man.
I remember long ago when they say, separate your glass, separate your paper, separate your so-and-so. And we must do it. I don't care where you live, what you do. Put everything back down. Just dig a hole and put it down. Anything. Throw it on top of anything. Don't put it to the garbage.
And that's what people would know as compost?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, but it don't matter whether it's compost or not, because you can do what you call a fertility trench. Just dig a trench and dump your daily kitchen waste in it.
Yeah, the daily kitchen waste.
After a while, you dig a trench. I do this for industrial places. I make them do a raised bed. It's all concrete and asphalt. Put a raised bed right around the periphery. You know what a raised bed is? A wall go and you dump earth inside it.
Okay.
All the kitchen waste goes in there.
Food.
And by the time you reach around the whole thing, the first thing you dump, which is probably 2 months ago, grow up. You see all kind of tree coming up, all kind of vegetables, whatever you put in there.
Yes.
So it don't matter where you are, what you are. So understanding, you see, this understanding of the soil and how important it is. If the soil is not in good condition, you cannot get good food out of it. And the only way to get good food out of it and to put the soil is to put back everything in it so that it regenerates, because nothing is lost,
Right.
Nothing
what I recognize.
deteriorates and dies. It just goes down to dust, and then the microbiome of the earth is built up.
Oh, powerful.
And then we now get all plants come out of it. And listen to me, if you ever see trees that grow around a pit toilet, they scream. I tell you, what do you think pit toilet is? What do you think is in the pit? All the excess and the waste.
From out of the body.
You see, like your urine don't carry much unless you have an infection.
Right.
It carries excess and waste. It don't carry, bad stuff.
That's why a lot of cultures tend to use it. I know in the past people were using it for AIDS and
they use it
on the skin.
And a lot of them, for instance, when I go down to Source Farm, they have a little sign. Come when you want to. With men, of course, the ladies can't do this. Well, they can if they want to. The men are encouraged to come and pee at the root of the tree and now use the toilet.
Yes.
So
People probably saying, "Oh my word!"
Very, very nicely. They can do that too. So let me tell you something. I studied urine therapy, but the Jamaicans don't like it.
They don't. Yeah, they're not drawn to it. They think the urine is just too dirty. No, not ready for it.
They're not ready for it. But guess what? When you get ready for it, because when things get tight, right, you go and find out that your urine is the best thing, right? Because have your excesses. If you have too much of one component or nutrient in your body that is creating imbalance, it come out in your urine. And you see the color, and based on the color you see there, you know what excess is coming out.
Listen to me, man. This is just so powerful.
Wow.
And how it, the compost and everything else that you utilize once again to give back to the soil. It's so important that persons know this.
Yes, it was a lack of knowledge, lack of knowledge. But no, this particular session here, I hope you can get me a recording in Cafe Senate all across the world for my network, right? But this whole rhythm and cycle, when we understand it, then right away we understand how we keep ourselves healthy. So all different medicine. My eldest sister who passed was a pharmacist, and she was trained at KPH in the first batch of pharmacy students in Jamaica.
Yes.
And we know the old-time pharmacists. Them was the doctor, them was the everything.
Yes.
Right? Because they knew what to pick to make the medicine. And they would distill it or ferment it or extract it or so. But the enzymes were still in it. And
that's
the
key.
Now, I want people to understand there are 3 types of food. There is whole foods with the enzymes in it. That is the only food that heals. Secondly, there are whole foods that are processed, which means you cook it, you do this, you do that. They kill the enzymes, but they are not going to harm you.
Right.
They're not going to, they are good fiber, there's good taste, and blah, blah, blah. You can do whatever you want with them, and it's wonderful to eat them as well. But there is this third category, which is called, the cooked ones and so on are called processed. Okay?
Processed
Food. Yeah, it's processed. Now, usually, how you know a processed food? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things on the label, all of which you can pronounce and understand. Right.
Most of them you can't pronounce.
Anything you cannot pronounce or understand or don't know the exact place it came from and can make it yourself is an ultra processed food.
Not even just processed, ultra.
Oh, it's called ultra processed.
Right.
It's called ultra processed foods poison every cell of your body. Every cell. I want you to do an exercise, and I did it. I went through a supermarket, and I'm here to tell you 98% of the foods were ultra processed.
That's
98.
serious business.
Because you just look on the label and you see 15 things. Why should powdered milk have 20 items? Right?
Why?
So if you see, and you know what they're going to start, take off things, because there's a law that says you don't, if it's 2% or less, you don't have to put it on the label.
Oh no! So then they can just have it in there.
Yeah,
and we don't know.
Things in descending order. But so you will see the big thing at the front, and
like
that,
sugar.
That. But then, if you have one amount of the active ingredient, and then you have 15 other 3% and above, so that overwhelms the active ingredient.
Of course.
So you look at it and you see the first 3 things and you think, oh, this has been garlic and so on, so on, so on. The others have totally wiped out the effect of the garlic and the active ingredients that are in there. And that is the same way. Ultra processed foods and medication work the same way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
more side effects than what they are supposed to heal. So the key now is to learn to season your whole foods so that it tastes better than the ultra processed foods. Because the seasoning is what we are addicted.
Right, that's the addiction.
And I want to mention 4 addictions of human beings.
Okay, we're out of time, Cheryl, so I don't know how quickly you can go through them, but I must say
this. One is sweet. Anything that is processed is poison. The ultra processed.
Ultra,
right?
yeah.
And so I recommend me, cane juice.
Yeah, man.
2, salt. The table salt is 2 poisons. Poisonous. The white table salt.
Right.
Sodium
sea salt.
chloride. Made in our lab. So, sea salt, rock salt. And my favorite is black salt powder, which is a Himalayan rock salt.
Right, yes, that's
3 is oil. Right? No, again, make your own oil. Grate the coconut, boil it down
People
in the pot.
not gonna do that. Them people. I mean,
No,
it is the
no.
right way to go. Don't
Yeah, but
don't.
guess what? Yeah, I'm just telling you what's the right way. Just
Right.
use.
What
I mean,
about
I'm not here to tell you
coconut?
what to do.
Coconut oil. Can use
Well,
that.
you see, great, but
Cold
guess what?
press.
I
Cold
stopped
press.
using wonderful, but I've stopped using it.
Okay.
I just
You just
get
do
the
your own.
coconut.
Yes, you do your own thing.
Yeah,
That's the
what I
ultimate.
do is get a dry coconut and I have a little machine. I grate the whole of it and put it.
Right. We gotta go
and
now,
whenever
though,
you cook-
Cheryl. We gotta go now. We're totally out of
All
time.
you want is seasoning.
All right.
Don't do no powder stuff unless it's you powder it. Like,
Exactly. Now, guess what? Cheryl will be at the Ito Food Fest on Saturday. Please give your phone number out. I would love this presentation on that stage.
Yeah, 876 778 4478.
Yes.
And my WhatsApp giving trouble, so call me straight.
Yes, call straight. Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Cheryl. It's always such great information. Thank you so much. That's Dr. Cheryl Chung. And of course, it's all about Wellness Wednesday. You saw, how she made the connection between, how does the soil contribute, to us, in a soulful way, in a mental way, in a physical way. I love the breakdown. A lot of people don't necessarily see the connection and I can't figure out the connection. So I'm so happy that she was able to do this. Thank you so much, Dr. Cheryl Chung. All right, so we're looking forward to going to Arlene Bailey. Today's Wednesday. Arlene Bailey coming up now on Mecri Talk. So you can keep it locked to 96.1 on the FM band for the program today with Dr. Cheryl Chung. Thank you all of you who were on today, listening and, getting a hold of exactly what is taking place when it comes on to health concerns. All right? So we're going to bring on Arlene Bailey in just a moment, so stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. You're tuned into 96.1 on the FM band. And when we always say, we soon coming now. Yeah, man, soon come for Mecri Talk. Soon come. Where are we? Okay, here we are.
Business operators, are you looking for an affordable way to